New York Jets.
Yeah!
This, if you guys don't know, is former Penn State offensive lineman Olu Fashanu, and I apologize if I pronounced your name incorrectly. He was taken in last week's NFL draft by the New York City Football Jets. And here's a clip of him at home celebrating with his family when he gets the call from the organization saying that he was drafted. This video, along with a few others, went viral last week during the draft, and he created a conversation that, I don't know, seems like he's had yearly, and that's the amount of black NFL players with their white girlfriends and or significant others during the draft, celebrating with the family. And this is one of the things that went viral because mama right here next to her son kind of blocked out Becky, who everyone assumes is his girlfriend. People have been talking about this and sparking the conversation, so I thought I'd play some content for it. All those white people. And this isn't anything new. It just seems like we go through this yearly once the draft comes. And there's been a lot of uproar from people, dare I say black women, upset about this because they're saying, why aren't these black NFL athletes, why don't they have black girlfriends on their arms during this moment? And that has sparked the conversation. So let me show you this clip that I found online of a man who claims, I don't know, he claims to be real close to a lot of D1 and pro players. And here's the explanation that he has.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money. And
he's talking about the name, image licenses that's coming out for recent college players. I could be wrong. You let me know in the chat. Unless they're a huge name college athlete, I don't believe that all the D1 players, even if they are D1, I don't believe that all of them receive like huge amounts as some of the superstar collegiate players, but I digress.
Apple Pays and Cash Apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh. Other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, you know, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, you know. And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat. She wants to be special. Jesus Christ, you're saving a lot of money.
I'm making you pay for their weave and their rapid claws. And that's the craziest thing to me, man. Call Coop what you want. But I've always, even when I was younger, looked at dudes crazy for thinking that they have to pay for their woman's upkeep. She's a goddamn adult. I'm not paying for your hair or your nails. And that's crazy when they're asking people in college to do so, man.
My man said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl and I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the f up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm gonna do. But this is what they told me, so stop being surprised.
And there's a lot of content creators who will preach that don't date black women, go get you something that's non-black. I'm not one of those people. I love black women. I've always only dated black women. I played in the snow from time to time, but it's not the point. But I'm not one of those people that I yell white women are better or the white man's ice is colder. That's not Theo Coop. That's not my deal. With that being said, I can see some of the things that he's saying and even agree with him from an aspect of some, not all. This doesn't mean all white women have better attitudes and all black women have horrible attitudes. But I can definitely see that from two aspects. One of them is some of the white women attitudes being a bit better, and then also not having their hand out as much. And I've been on social media, seen a bunch of comments from women making excuses saying that, well, it's only because white people tend to have more money, therefore they don't have the handout as much as black women. And I think that's disingenuous. The conversation isn't about disposable income. It's about feeling entitled to someone else's money when they're not your husband. Let's check out a clip from Charleston White. He kind of talks about this as well. Let's see what he's talking about.
White woman don't focus on your dick. Yeah, she go get all the money affairs and all to make sure the businesses run smooth, go get the charity, and the black woman be squabbling with you about your dick. Yeah, black woman go squabble with you about your dick. White woman go open charities up, start doing book clubs and reading shit, making sure she picked a accountant and financial advisor, and the black bitch go be one of them about, bitch, who is that calling? Who is that? So that's why. I ain't bullshit. She gonna be stuck on the dick part. She ain't gonna never get the financial and business aspect of it.
And I get what he's saying. I'm just one of those people, I don't really believe in absolutes. And comments like this makes it seem as if that the white girls are heaven sent, and it makes it seem as if the black women are just not focused on the most important things.
But I see why them niggas do that.
Yeah, so you don't think that makes them what can I say?
You
like they
homie,
sold
listen,
out.
you damn near have to. When you go to making the kind of money them niggas making, homie, for one, the black woman, homie, she'll trip anywhere. She'll check you in front of your business partner, and so he'll start saying, man, you can't control your woman, man, your woman will come. So he'll start not wanting to do business with you, because your woman y'all will be out together, nigga. Your woman will catch attitude in front of his woman and wife, and everybody by business be looking at your woman crazy. Because she in her feelings. The black woman, between the black woman and the black man, they in their feelings everywhere.
I will have to agree with them from that aspect of combative black women. Again, that's not to say there's no combative white women or things like that. But I do believe that you are the company you keep. And that means as far as relationships with your friends and definitely your personal relationship with women. If you're dealing with a woman who's out of pocket, who gets loud, that can definitely disrupt potential earnings and potential business and dealings when someone looks at you and realizes that you can't control your woman. And a woman shouldn't have to be controlled, but having a combative woman on your side, loud woman, aggressive woman, can definitely be off-putting when trying to make business maneuvers.
Everybody else trying to have a good time, they go get in their feelings. Everybody else trying to conduct business, handle business, nigga, it's gonna be so, that's why you see all them niggas with a white bra, unless they been with the woman like Snoop Dogg, Denzel, that's why. Because nobody's training and teaching black girls how to deal with successful black men. They just learn how to deal with hood niggas.
And I don't necessarily think that black women aren't told how to deal with successful men, but I think a lot of black women aren't taught to be feminine. They become over masculine because there's either a lack of masculinity in their own home without their father, or their mothers haven't been taught to be feminine. And I think that's one of the biggest factors that I would say between dating black women and white women. But let's see what they have in the comments. Oh, this comment here. It says, the real story here is that there's a level of entitlement that comes along with intra-racial relationships. Not all of them, but a lot of times people dealing with their own race in a romantic relationships usually are expected to put out more value with no increase on the returns. Interracial relationships deviate because of perceived cultural differences and some sort of cognizance that those need to be respected and adhered to. As such, we see the swirler phenomenon with black women suddenly become very submissive when they are with white men and vice versa here. Ultimately boils down to the football players and big money D1 athletes are taking a path of least resistance. Okay, and I see a comment here that's actually written by a black woman. Let's read it. Many of them are just basically playing the long game or pretending to be okay with the bare minimum and want nothing from you until they get a baby or a ring and got you by the balls and can really stick it to you. But my thing is that she says that in a facetious way, is that no different. Whether you're black or white, whatever, women will be women and will divorce your ass anyway. We know that in the space whatsoever. So to me, it's not the flex that she thinks it is. Then her and another person comes back a few minutes later and he says, exactly, game is game. One is playing the long game, the other is playing the short game. And that's the only point I was making, says the woman. At the end of the day, that doesn't make women look any better. It's just saying that they're all out here for a bag and they're all out here looking to have their future secure in some matter. So I mean, you can take that for what it's worth. Her pointed out that, okay, well, just trying to get it now, opposed to the white women trying to get it a little bit later on. Again, guys are both still in the same bag, trying to get something out of someone. I was just editing this video and realized I forgot to play a clip that I wanted to put in here. So let's play the clip.
These white women, they saw the vision. Yep. They like, look, I see where this is going. I've studied this. Kevin Samuels already exposed how they have courses and shit. They're reading books and shit on how to get these type of men. They actually work to get these men. They know This is a competition.
Yep.
I'm going to outcompete the competition and get chose. And this is why they're getting chose. When you talk to black women, they are repulsed at the word competition.
Yeah.
I tell black women
They the
all
table.
the fucking time, you got to compete for the man you want. Compete? He can have that bitch. Well, guess what? That draft day, he's having the bitch.
So, and I think what he said is 1,000% spot on. A lot of black women, unfortunately, feel that they shouldn't have to compete for a man. And the reason that I believe that they think they shouldn't have to compete for a man is because women think that men are easy. They think because men are simple creatures, and also the fact that it's easy for a woman to get a man to sleep with her. Therefore, it's going to be easy for a woman to get a man to enter a long-term relationship with her. And obviously, as men, we know that's not the case. It's one thing if a man sleep with you. It's a whole other thing to get a man to marry you. And I also think that society plays a role in this as well, because women have been told that they're the shit. They're the prize. They're the queens and goddesses. So when society pumps your head up in your ego, and we have average-ass women because of thirsty dudes and DMs on social media apps thinking that they're 9s and 10s, why would they feel that they should have to compete to get someone when their head has been pumped with all that foolishness? Hell, even Dr. Umar chimed in.
One of the biggest advantages the snow bunnies have on our women is snow bunnies will find a dusty brother and see his skill, his talent, you feel me?
Yeah.
Invest in him in college. And by the time he become a multimillionaire at 35, she been with him the whole walk. You see that? A lot of sisters are not going to do that. They're not going to find a dusty brother in his senior year or dusty brother in the community. But you see, he got this business idea. She like, nah, come back and see me when it's up and running. I don't think this ever going to happen. Snow Bunny invested in him. You feel me? 10 years later, the same brother see you. You trying to holler. He got the white girl. And it came to you. You said you want a ready-made black man. You don't want a work in progress. And I'm telling black women, y'all better start going for some of these works in progress instead of waiting for us to finish the job, because you losing to the Snow Bunny when you tell us to wait until we got the bag.
But you guys let me know what you think. Do Better Squad. Fall out.